Welcome back to the show. This is the AM show. It's been a rainy morning. We want to take you to the streets of Accra to find out what's happening. Obviously, you know what happens when it rains, it floods, unfortunately. So we'll be out and about. Roland Walker is already out there. We'll be connecting with him. But you can join us on Zoom. We want to find out what your situation is. So the Zoom ID is 984-311-75143. You want to take your paper and your pen and you want to put that down. It's also on your screen right now. Those are live visuals coming to you from Accra right here around the circle area there. This is how it looked like. Well, actually, an hour or so ago, this is how it looks like. You see that vehicle there almost submerged by the floods, and you see a lot of rubbish generated by you and I floating in the flood there. So we'll be getting you there to we'll bring you some live visuals as well. What this is a live visual. We have military personnel who are joining with the National Disaster Management Organization to rescue people who may have been trapped in their homes or who may have been trapped in the floods. So you see the military men in action there. Well, like I said, you can take the script from yesterday, you can take, or not yesterday, you can take the script from yesteryears and compare to what happens today. And you can see that the script is really the same. One thing you can do, by the way, is to stay safe, stay away from flood-prone areas, and also do not put rubbish in drains. And that's part of the problem there. So those are live visuals coming to you from Odona. Police, joint police and military, as well as NADMO team rescuing people there. So join me on Zoom. The ID is on your screen. That's 984-311-75143, and the password is 624962. That's 624962. When you call us, you want to turn your phone, put your phone on. You've got to turn your phone on silence. You have to turn your TV or television set on silence so we can hear you. Otherwise, you give us feedback, and that makes it difficult for us to hear what you're saying. If you live around Circle, we don't know what we're seeing at the moment. That looks like the body. Looks like somebody lying on the floor. I'm not quite sure what the situation is, but he looks motionless. He's not moving. And that's really, really disturbing. They're pouring water on him, water from sachet water on him. I'm not really sure what's happening there, but certainly we'll be getting some more information there. The police and the military personnel, they're trying to pour water. I don't know if that water is supposed to resuscitate this person, but the person looks absolutely motionless at the moment. I pray that he's alive and I pray that he's strong. But otherwise, shouldn't he be taken to the hospital immediately? Right now, if you live in Odona, you want to stay safe. These are live visuals coming from there. It looks like some people were trapped in their homes. And the warning has come over and over again to move away from flood-prone areas, especially if you know that you live on lower grounds. You want to move to higher grounds. I mean, it's really disturbing what we're seeing right now, coming to us live from Odona. So one of the things that we intend to do with the Zoom also is to oh my God, it's very difficult watching this, and if you're sensitive to some of these, I beg your pardon to bear with us, but these are necessary, if you like, rude awakening that sometimes we need to put in every now and then. We'll get some more understanding of what's happening, why that person is lying down there motionless. I really hope and pray that that person is alive. And if these military and police personnel working there can just take this person to the hospital or call for an ambulance, perhaps we'll be better off. The number is really simple. I think it's 112. we can call that number perhaps and make that report quickly so they can reach out to this gentleman who's lying on the ground. So call us via Zoom. If you can stand outside your home for us to take a look at what's happening outside your home. Is it flooding? Are you on higher grounds? Did you move to higher grounds that made it safer for you? We want to hear from you. Tell us what your story is as we also check out what's happening at Odona to bring you those updates. So the Zoom meeting ID right there on your screen. You want to join us there. We've got the password as well. So I'm just going to take a quick look at this story here about the floods. The NADMO warning people to stay away from flood-prone areas and some of the information that NADMO put out there as well. It says that over the years, residents of low-lying areas across the country, particularly in the Greater Accra region, and the Odo is one of those places, notoriously dangerous when it rains. The country, particularly Greater Accra, have experienced flooding whenever it rains, which has often destroyed lives and properties, even though there have been education and good sanitation practices. NADMO continues to say that some people continue to litter the environment, which is one of the biggest problems that we need to deal with if we have to deal with the flooding situation, including dumping of refuse into drains. So you saw that video that trended some time back where someone lifted up his rubbish bin from home, went right there to the drain and dropped it there. This is the kind of problem we get from actions like that. You don't want to be the person that creates death and creates loss of property because you dumped rubbish that you could have paid, say, 5 cedis, 10 cedis for people to clear. That is so wrong, and we need to stop it. We really need to stop it. Now you've seen someone lying down there, even if he's alive, and I pray so that he is alive. I mean, he looks unconscious. If he looks unconscious, and that's because you picked up your rubbish and you dropped it right there in a drain. So there's flooding. So NADMO is warning for you to stop doing that. Move away from some of these areas. If you know that it's a low-lying area, you want to move away from there so you can stay safe. Like I said, we want to hear from you. If it's possible for you, I would love for you to move away from your room and stay outside. I mean, just show us the scene outside so we have a look at what's going on outside, and then we can have that conversation. I have some of you joining us already on Zoom. Not really. Some of you are showing your video, some of you are not. Let's see who we can start talking to. I jump on Michael. Michael, good morning. Thank you for your time this morning. Let's see who we can start. And Michael, it'll be good if you put your television on silent. Okay, if you can put your television on silent or lower the volume on your set so you can hear me from Zoom. That's better. That's way better. Michael, do you want to do that? Can you hear me? Okay, looks like Michael is trying to move out for me. Bernard, where are you? Bernard, give me a wave. Bernard, can you give me a wave? Do you hear me? Okay, so the meeting ID is on your screen. If you call, take off the sound from your television, because if you have the sound on your television, it makes it difficult for you to hear me in real time. It's going to take a bit of a while for you to hear me. If you leave the sound on your TV and you want to monitor what I'm saying through the TV, it doesn't work that way. So you want to kill the sound on your television, listen to me via Zoom. And the ID is right there. That's 9843117543. Password 624962. That's 624962. You can also WhatsApp us on our WhatsApp platform. Let me hear what you have to say. Bright or say bright. Can you hear me? If you do, tell us the situation in your neighborhood. It's been raining. Hello, Bright. Okay, I'm wondering why you all can't hear me, because I see you perfectly. Maybe you want to check out your mute on the Zoom. Maybe you will be able to reach out if you check out the mute on your Zoom. Perhaps you're talking, but your microphone is muted. That makes it difficult for me to hear you. But send me a WhatsApp and let me read it out. Also, if you are trapped in the rain, or if you are trapped in your home and it's flooded in your neighborhood, we want to hear. And hopefully when we put it out there, you can get some response from NADMO as well. NADMO is out there. The military is out there as well, helping with police together to rescue people. We earlier saw a man lying motionless. We're not sure what his situation is. I'm hoping that he's alive, but it looks like we may need an ambulance at Odona right now. We may need an ambulance at the Odona right now, because all the men were doing was just pouring water on him. Let's go to Roland Walker, who has just dashed over there to Odona. Roland, what can you tell us from there? Hi, Roland. If you hear me, tell us what we ought to know. What's happening at Odona? Okay. Raising Roland back on the line. Roland is there. It looks like he's unable to hear me. Don't worry, we're working it out to reach out to Roland. But I want to hear from you. Where do you live? Are you near the Odo River? Are you in Seko? Are you outside Accra? What is happening? Do tell us, and let's see how your situation is. But if you live close to these areas, you want to move from there. Maybe you want to put up with family, you want to put up with friends. You are safer that way. Until the rains are over, you're safer that way. Also, look out for NADMO, the NADMO helplines. I'll try and pull up the NADMO helplines for you as well, so that if you need help, you can call them. Bernard Tete is joining us on Zoom. Bernard is one of our viewers who are connecting with us today. Bernard, what can you report in your neighborhood? How did the rains pan out there? Hi, Bernard. What can you report in your neighborhood? How did the rain pan out there? Hello, Bernard. Looks like Bernard can't hear me. Sincere apologies for that sound there. But I've got some very disturbing videos coming in as well. This one says this is McCarthy Hills. Well, it looks like a home that's so flooded at the moment. And you send your video as well. Why don't you join us via Zoom and let's take a look at if you can just stand outside the building. Someone sent me, you don't add your name to the message, but you sent me a video from, you say it's McCarthy Hills that has flooded. Why don't you join us via Zoom and tell us so that we can know what's happening there. Some of you want us to let you in. Okay, we'll send you in as well. We'll let you in as well. Kindly check on the people of Wager, where Ghana Water Company has opened the water drains. Alex is texting us from Dansoman. Alex, thanks for your message there. So Wager, if you are near Wager, you want to quickly reach out to NADMO. Let's get on to Roland, who is at the Odona right now. Hi, Roland.